Field here in Jacksonville. Tonight, we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lawrence looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wolf. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So a long field ahead for the Falcon offense as they head out. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rich. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun, and he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3 and out on their opening drive. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Well, the numbers for London last week, 4 catches, 56 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They run with Jackson out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Second and 2. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Looking to throw. Rich escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's their quarterback with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
My next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Straight ahead, ETN. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 15 carries, 68 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Lawrence. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Play action. It's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's #4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On the run, this is Jackson. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Rich. That pass complete to Moore. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Rich flushed out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. On play action, Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar 1st.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Wolf. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Joseph Osai just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. He finds his man complete. It's Wolf. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Rich. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Rich. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rich. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rich. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Right back to Pitts again. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, Rich. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll look to throw again. Complete to Wheaton. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Got a man, it's London. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out come the Jags. Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Wolf. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll run with Etienne. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action with Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
On 1st and 10, Rich over the middle and complete to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Throwing on 1st down. Rich over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Rich. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Back to throw again. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Sky Moore from 8 yards out. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 17-3. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was Sky Moore capping things off with a touchdown reception. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down. Now Lawrence to throw. ETN bringing in another one. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Kyle Pitts returns to the field along with the rest of this offense for the upcoming series. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, people going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call, because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. Into the hands of London. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Rich. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 33 yards that time.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rich. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rich over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Operating from the gun, Rich, and that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half, and the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the Ravens who get the win at home. Lamar Jackson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Javonte Williams, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. 20-17, your final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. But they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Second down, here's an option right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Here's Jackson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Well, this might very well have been 4-down territory, but that's not going to matter now. They get a nice throw there on 3rd down, and they're able to keep the drive going.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. To throw on 2nd down. Rich, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. To throw on 3rd down. Rich, short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half. just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rich. Hauled in by, and it's a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the third quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. It definitely handed out a lifeline.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, Rich, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And one more time, here's Kirk. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Watch left, tight
from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple. Now a first carry for their fullback. And the Jags are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Etienne is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Once more, Etienne, and he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rich, short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Throwing on first down. Rich bringing it in. Jackson left side. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Now a handoff running through the middle. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. On 3rd and 2. Rich. Flush to his right. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Falcons have got it on cruise control. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Jags and Christian Kirk making their way back out on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Meanwhile, Lawrence is thrown into the hands of Pittman here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
ETN up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. From midfield now, Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. to throw. Rich. Out left here. It's complete to Wheaton.